What up, world? I'm Big Wood from Chaotic Customs MC. You've tuned into Chicago Black Motorcycle Set. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this latest video.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go.
What up, world? It's your host, Big Wood. You tuned in to the Chicago Black Motorcycle Set. I'm sitting here with an MC that I'm going to let introduce themselves.
What's up, everybody? King Durr, president of Chosen Breed Motorcycle Club, Chicago.
Tommy Guns, co-founder of Chosen Breed Motorcycle Club.
Better, proud member of Chosen Breed Motorcycle Club.
I'm Lateral, another proud member, new member of Chosen Breed Motorcycle Club.
Chosen Breed MC. How y'all doing today, man?
Good, man, good.
Good.
Yeah, we above ground, brother.
That's right, man.
No complaints.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, man. So, Chosen Breed MC. How long you guys been around?
This is our 14th year.
14 years.
Yeah, man, 14 years, man. It's
2008, established in 2008.
So were you MC out the gate, or did you start out at a riding club and then transition over?
MC out the gate.
Out the gate.
MC out the gate, man. It just started with a group of guys and ladies. We was all riding together, having fun, and we said, hey, let's join a club. You know, that's what we said at first, like, let's join a club. And so we started looking at different clubs, some MC, some back then, the Chicago Motorsport Council was heavy. So we were looking at some of those clubs as well, you know. And we were trying to find our fit. And so we had some clubs like, hey, come on over here. You know, we look at them clubs and we're like, nah, you know, they really don't fit who we are. So we just kept looking and searching. And then one day, man, I just said, I was like, hey, man, let's just start our own club. And they was like, okay, let's do it. And so we began the groundwork and we started our own.
And just like that, Bree was born.
Not just like that, but we put in some serious work.
That's right.
Back then, you know, man, we probed for a whole year, you know, and so we put some work in, and man, those beginning stages were tough, man. We had to knock on doors with no colors, no soft colors, no t-shirts, no nothing. Just knock on doors as civilians and say, hey, you know, at the time I was the president, so I say, hey, I'm Tommy Guns, the president of a Chosen Breed, and we just here to support y'all. And it was, you know, some people, you know, oh yeah, come on in. We heard about y'all. We got the call about y'all already. Some people, who, what? I mean, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, some of these clubhouses, like, you don't know what's behind the door. You don't know what you're walking into. So, but man, we put in some work, man, for a whole year.
And made it happen.
And we made it happen.
Wow, man. So, Tommy worked, but we know you're the founder, Tommy. King Durr, how long you been in the club now?
13 years.
13 years.
Yeah, 13 years, man. It's crazy because initially, honestly, I never thought I'd be in a motorcycle club. My brother, this is actually my blood brother too. My brother, he actually been riding about, what, 28 years now?
Yeah, 28 years now. This is my big little brother.
Right. But yeah, man, he had been riding. You you basically can say all our life, and I never was interested. Also, it's another story I can give you. My uncle, we've been around the culture of MCing for, he was in the club for like over 40 years, so, you know, the whole time I was alive, he was in the club, you know what I'm saying, doing his
Send him a
thing.
shout out. Daddy Rich, Dirty Dozens, one of the original old schoolers from the Dirty Dozens, man. My uncle, Daddy Rich, aka Gunslinger, man. And so that guy he's the sole reason why I even started riding motorcycles, man. Wow. And all the Dozens who see this YouTube, they know Daddy Rich, man. His house was the house to be at. Man, you go, man, it'll be 20 bikes over there at any given day. And I'm young, 5 years old, man. I'm jumping from motorcycle to motorcycle, man. Yeah. The man built a ramp going down to his basement and had 10 or 15 bikes in the basement.
Wow.
He was the club's mechanic, the whole nine, man. So, man, I grew up around the Dozens, man. Wow. DNDL, baby. DNDL.
Yes, sir.
Definitely a staple here in Chicago. So, are you guys co-ed or all male?
We used to be co-ed. It actually started that way, and no, you can explain that.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
We used to be co-ed, man. Men, women, married men, single men, married women, single women. We had associates, and it's a lot of work, man, when you got married men, single women, partying, going out of town. It was just a lot of work. So through trial and error, we decided, because we make moves based on what's best for chosen breed. And so we decided that we would become a male club. Women are still involved, but it's legally wedded wives. So if you are a legally wedded wife, you could have chosen breed colors, because those are the colors of your husband. And so, but you have, you can be going together for 15 years. If they ain't your legally wedded wife, she can't get no colors over here. And so that's how we do it here, man. The women, they don't come to meetings, they don't pay dues, but they're involved. People see our women, man. They go to set nights, they go to annuals, they do community service with us, man. They go out of town with us, man, because we just learned that, man, if the guys are able to move around and have fun, man, your wife gotta be comfortable with your club brothers and stuff like that, man. A lot of clubs, man, they stick their chests out and they, you know, act like, you know, I don't care what no woman say. Hey, listen, man, I care what mine say.
Yes, sir.
And so I want her to be okay with the club. Right. And all of our wives absolutely love chosen breed, and they don't have a problem with the bros doing whatever.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
So salute to those female members.
Right. And we do got a few that's not married, but they're grandfathered in.
Okay.
Because they have been with us for so long, so they are grandfathered in with chosen breed, with the ladies, with the men, and everything like that too. So yeah.
Okay. That's good. It's like you said, you do hear that. That is a very common thing, you know, amongst clubs. So, what were those early days like for you, Tommy, when you started?
It was something new. Although I had been riding for a very long time before we started the club, and I had been on the set. People knew who I was already, but it was just something new, man. Just about doing your own thing and building your own family. was tough because you see certain things in the culture, and so when you really get deep into it, sometimes you mimic what you see, and sometimes what you see is not for you. Every club is different. And so when we first started out, man, it was a little rough because we began to mimic what we saw. We started wearing all black, you know what I'm saying? We wearing boots all the time. We started to mimic what we saw, man. We was out 7 days a week, you know what I'm saying? Because we were also told, like, hey, listen, you start your club, man, in order, you know what I'm saying, this is what y'all gotta do. Y'all gotta be out here and be in the clubhouse and do this and do this and do this and do that. And so we had to learn, like, man, some of that stuff is good. You learn the culture, but everything is not designed for you. So we learned to just make our own way. So we start dressing the way we want to dress, riding the way we want to ride, and we found our lane. Okay. And so when we found our lane and what works for us, we stay in that lane. We mind our business. We don't get in nobody else's business. We don't get involved in the politics of it and stuff like that, man. We ain't trying to be the next big and bad club out. None of that stuff, man. We the nice club. We the homies. And let's kick it. Let's have fun. We want positive vibes all the time. We support everybody. We go anywhere. We don't have no problem with absolutely not one club. We show love. We show respect. Man, we show gratitude, man. I learned a lot from some of the old heads. My first road trip as an MC, may he rest in peace, was with Harpo from Hog Posse, man. I called him Pops because when I came into the MC culture, he took me under his wing and said, I got you. And he taught me a lot, you know what I'm saying? He introduced me to a lot of individuals, man. So, yeah.
So for you, King Durr, you said you came almost a year.
Yeah, it's about a year.
What was it like for you in your early days?
Man, honestly, man, I'm gonna be honest. So seeing it and being on the outside looking in is totally different from being in it. It was a complete culture shock for me because I've seen it. I've seen my uncle do it. I remember when he started the club and I seen him do it. But I'm just gonna be honest. I came from a street culture. So me, I'm from the streets. So certain things kind of threw me off. You know what I'm saying? Right. I remember when I first, quick story, man, it's funny too, because now I understand it. I remember when I first joined, and I'm probing. Me and actually one of our other brothers, he's no longer with the club right now, but me and actually one of my other brothers, both of us, the same type of deal. He telling me like, man, some people may not shake your hand, this, that, and the other, you can't get a fan. I'm like, what? That's insulting, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If I extend my hand, you better, you know what I'm saying? But not knowing the culture, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing the culture of the MC, not knowing how this goes, and not knowing that it's not a sign of disrespect. You gotta earn your spot on the set. You know what I'm saying? So man, it was totally different for me. But man, after going through those different trials and stuff like that, and seeing what it was about, and learning and absorbing, getting that fat on your head, talking to old heads and stuff like that, it's awesome. I couldn't see myself not doing it, to be honest.
Wow. Now, Bill,
What's going on, man?
and I hear you got an awesome story as to what actually brought you to Chosen Breed, because you are a newer member of Chosen Breed. So, tell the world your story and what made you choose Chosen Breed.
Well, my story is this. I've been around the culture since I was small. My dad was a distant riders, so I've been around the culture a long time. But it was a group of us in 2018 sitting at the barber shop. And we just like, man, we all ride, let's ride together. And I'm like, man, we gotta come up with a name, a cool name that represents us. So they like, all right, what you think? I'm thinking, like positive vibes. I said, that represents us. So from that point, Positive Vibes was born with me and my guy Icy as the founders. But then we also I became the president because he was a barber of his barbershop, which was called Positive Vibes. So it was funny how it all worked out because we were the type of people like, we didn't like negativity, we don't like mess, so we didn't want none of that around us. So it was about a good 10 of us with the ladies. So as time went on, I would say about a little bit over a year ago, I started asking them, man, we need to move to do something else. Because we was just a riding club, friends hanging out, let's just ride together.
Okay.
So I'm like, man, I'm used to doing community service, helping, giving back. Because I used to be with like 3 different car clubs, president of 2 of them. So I'm like, man, we need to just give back. But my vision wasn't everybody else's vision. And that's fine, you know, you're going to have that. So at that point, we was going to Sugar Babies, hanging out, and, you know, started rubbing elbows with people. People was knowing us and stuff like that. So I met Easy Earl. Yeah, who was from Chosen Breed also. So, you know, we sitting there talking, and not one time did he ever say, man, won't you come on with us? Not one time. He's like, man, I like what y'all doing. Y'all positive, stay that way, and stuff like that. In the back of my head, I'm like, man, I like the way he came at me, you know. Then I seen a couple of more brothers, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna start doing my own research. So I started looking at them and just started following, doing stuff they do. And I'm like, man, I like that. I say, I do that. This is what I'm used to. So I'm bringing it to the other ones, like, man, let's, you know, try to start our own MC club. You know, I go talk to the people that need me, and I was talking to King Durr, Guns, and I'm easy about it. And they was telling me the steps and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna think about that. So, long story short, man, I sat back and took about 3 days, guys? About 3 days, man, I really just sat back and had to think about it. And I do a lot, my thing is I pray on a lot of stuff before I do it. Okay. So, you know, I believe in always keeping God first. Okay. So, you know, I prayed on it, asked him, man, if this is for me, you show me. You know, I like their demeanor. I like how humble they are. Not one time have I ever heard anybody in this club downgrade or talk about any other club. It's always positive stuff. And you know, what I like about it, they like, look, if this ain't the club for you, trust me, we'll help you find the club for you. You know, because this might not be the club. And other clubs won't tell you that. Right. You know, and that's what stuck out to me the most. They was just humble about everything they did. And they was grateful how everything was going. Okay. And what I like about it, they not about, oh, we need all these people, we need all these people. Because sometimes too many people can cause havoc. And you know, like I say, I don't like mess. You know, and I know you have some in every club. No one's hiding from it. Right. It's that way, but it depends on how you want it. And as I sat back, thought about it, I gave him a call. I said, man, I'm gonna do this. I like the way y'all move. I like the way y'all give back. That's my whole thing, because everybody in this club does have jobs that does something different, but they all giving back. You know, and I think if everybody can do that or find some way to do that, it'd be awesome.
Okay.
It'd be awesome.
Laro,
What's going on?
you also are a fairly new member of Chosen Breed.
Yes, I am.
What made you choose Chosen Breed?
Well, Guns is the culprit that brought me over. Actually, he didn't bring me over. I watched this man on Facebook for 3 years. Wow. Not knowing him of anything, but I've been around the bike scene and the culture. I was with another club for a couple of years and just wasn't for me. So I went by myself. I rode bikes by myself and with Who Riding and the other people on the other websites, and I was just riding. But I said I wanted to get back into it, and I watched Tommy Guns for 3 years on Facebook, not knowing him at all. I befriended him, you know, like I think I befriended you too, on Facebook. And I watched and I researched him and I watched the things that he did and the things that the club did before I decided to approach him. And I wanted to approach him sooner, but you know, knowing how some of the culture is, you know, you got to be brought in or this and that, or you got to be a family member or somebody got to know you. I went out on a limb and I inboxed him. Wow. And what he inboxed me lit my eyes up, you know, and I'm like, man, I should have been texting. Wow. I should have been texting, you know. So it went from there, man. It was downhill from there. When I inboxed him on Facebook after 3 years. 3 years of watching him. Because I was with another club like 4 or 5 years ago. And then when I was with them for like a year or two, and then I rode by myself with some friends. And like I say, I watched them for 3 years amongst other clubs and things. And the most club that stuck out to me the best was Chosen Breed. Wow. And once I texted him, what he texted back, it was like, I should have been texting. Wow. And that was history.
So, it's safe to say that we should always be aware.
Because you never know who watches.
Right?
You never know. We got another story like that in the club as well, man. You just never know who watching. You don't know who paying attention, who looking out, who got their eye on you. You just never know, man. So
Yeah, we got another one, man. Matter of fact, he just walked in. If we can, I know, impromptu,
Come on over.
grab a
Get
chair.
that chair right there. What's going on, bro? You want to introduce yourself to everybody? Camera right there.
My name's Smooth. Hey, that Chosen Breed, man.
Chosen Breed. Smooth, tell us your Chosen Breed story. How did you come about choosing Chosen Breed?
Tommy Gunn.
Tommy Gunn.
Met him on Facebook. Watched him for 5 years.
Wow.
Man. I tell man, I'm ready to get him. He never rushed me. He was all like, hey, whenever you ready. I always say, hey, I'm coming. Hey, whenever you ready. Went out with him a few times, you know what I'm saying? Still, yeah. One time, it was time. And I hit him up like, hey, came over, man, and went on Father's Day trip with him, and I've been here ever since. That was 2 years ago.
Okay. So, Durr and Guns, given the age of the club, you all remember a time before social media was what it is now. How much would you credit your success to keeping up with the times? I know a lot of times in the MC world, people shun the new. You know, people shun YouTube channels, they shun social media and all of that. You guys have a large social media presence, just overall with your membership and everything. How much would you credit that to your success? Do you think it plays a role or no?
I'm gonna say this. So one of the things that you said that stuck out to me was about you know, social media and stuff like that, and how the times has changed from then to now. One of the things that I've told the members was this: you can either be history or make history. You can either be history or make history, meaning you can be a part of the history of what happened in the MC culture, how it was, and what it is.
Right.
You can be that or you can make history. What you're doing, Wood, right now is a part of making history, because you know a lot of times this type of situation was forbidden. You can't do all that talking and all. Shut up. You know, close your mouth. But the culture, I think the culture of what MCing is changing. You know what I'm saying? But everything changes and evolves over time. So I definitely understand the history and what happened and what was, and that's so key, because without that history and that foundation, you can't get to your next. It all starts somewhere. It has to be planted somewhere. It has to be planted in something, and it grows. And as it grows up, the closer it grows towards the sun, you know what I'm saying, things branch out. You know what I'm saying, things are done a little differently. So, hey, that's one of the things that I look at. So have social media played a role in some of the success? Definitely. But if you ain't right on on social media, it can also play a role to your demise as well. So I think some of the values and core values that the founders had set in the club, with us being a chosen breed, is one of the things that stuck out to guys like these guys that's telling you they watched for this amount of time and saw, and those things make a difference. And you gotta mean it.
Right.
It can't just be a social media thing when you see us, oh man, those are good guys. Oh, when they come around, you gotta be that for real. Because the moment somebody be like, oh no, these dudes ain't that. This is something different. Wow. I got sold on something else. Yeah. These niggas, they faking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At the end of the day, but no, man, we just try to be exactly who we are, a chosen breed.
Okay. So, I got one for you, Tommy. Considering you've been on the set a significant amount of time, what's one thing, it's a twofold question. What's something you wish that you all did in your early days? You probably don't do it now, you wish you could bring it back. And what's something you would take that you do nowadays that you wish you guys did back then?
I'm gonna answer the latter part first. Something that we do now that I wish we would have done way back then was more chosen breed. We get so caught up in the culture that you forget the family that you're building. And so I guess this is really answering both of your questions, because back then we were so much into the culture, and I was personally driving guys so hard in that area that we lost some guys because of it. And so when we begin to focus more on the brotherhood, you know, over here is brotherhood over membership. We don't want members. We want brothers, and we want sisters, you know what I'm saying? And so learning that has been one of the major keys to the success of a chosen breed. Because when the brotherhood is there, when the fun is there, man, your club is in a good space. But when it's about numbers and business and we gotta show up, we gotta go here, this mandatory, that mandatory, that drive guys away. For ladies, that drive ladies away, you know what I'm saying? Okay. One thing we say over here is a chosen breed does not have to be first, second, or third in your life. But you can't make us last either. And so I found out that once the family is there, and once the fun is there, and once the fellowship is there, going out becomes not a problem. When all that is in place, the guys are running to come outside then. We put out a message, hey, we want to go here, we need to go here, who all want to go? Me. It's no problem now. But when that demand was so heavy, and you driving it a certain way, man, my mama, may she rest in peace, always said, you know, son, sometimes it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So we had to revamp how we was doing things, man.
Okay. Now, you guys are very active in the community. For people that don't follow you guys, tell the world about some of the things you got going on in the community.
No, big shout out. I'm looking at the camera when I say this. To the other founder. We have 4 founders of Chosen Breed. Let me say that. Tommy Guns, Buddha Dog, Minister, and Big Al. Minister and Big Al are no longer with Chosen Breed, but we still honor them as being founders to get this club started. The whole community service piece that Chosen Breed do, man, that spirit, that energy comes from Buddha, man. Buddha he drives that. If you don't want to do a community service, this is definitely not the club for you. But we do things like feed the community, give away toys for Christmas, give away coat drives, shoe drives. I remember one year for Mother's Day we gave away 1,500 chickens. We've fed people multiple times. We have adopted a school and made sure that every kid in the school got a gift, man. So we do things like that. We do bike blessings. We have partnered with major corporations, companies, hospitals, such as Catholic Charities, such as Shoup Elementary School, such as Roseland Community Hospital, such as the Powerhouse Chicago. I mean, we do a community service, man, and we do it outside of the club as well as inside of the club. We take care of each other, and I can just give you just a couple of stories on how we do a service in the club. Man, we had one guy. I won't say his name. If you want to tell everybody who he is, that's fine. We had one guy that was a hang-around. And he hung around the club for over a year. Everywhere we went, he went. He wore a support shirt of a Chosen Breed. He was in his car. Everywhere we went, he went. And one day I just got with the guys and said, one of the guys was selling a motorcycle. And so I got with the guys and said, hey, listen, man, we know he for the breed. This man go everywhere in his car with us. And you know, he just couldn't get the funds, man, to get the bike. Great dude. So I say, hey, man, let's all come together and let's make this happen. And man, we bought that man's first motorcycle, man. Wow. And so he had that bike for a year, got his money right, traded it in, put some money with it. Now he ride a hog, you know what I'm saying? And so that's one. One more quick story. We had a guy go down on his motorcycle, got hurt. He had just started his new job. So you just started the job. You ain't got the benefits yet. You know, you ain't got the time. You know, they ain't finna pay you. So the man was off work for 3 months. I got with the bros and some of the ladies and say, hey, let's do something for him just to help him out. And one day, we raised that man $3,000, and we took that money to him, and he just couldn't believe it. So we do community service outside, but we also take care of each other, man.
That's real good, man.
Yes, indeed.
So, shifting gears, chapters. Are you guys only here in Chicago, or are you in other places? Are you looking to grow?
We do have other chapters. We have a chapter in St. Louis, Missouri, and we have one in Indianapolis, Indiana. When you say, are we looking to grow? We wasn't looking to grow with those chapters. We don't look to grow, and this may sound strange to some clubs, or man, it may not. It's whatever the Lord lead us to do. We've had some people that want to start chapters, and from doing our homework and our research, they just wasn't a fit for who we are, man, and what we do. chapter we start, that they have to mimic what we do in Chicago, man. I mean, they don't have to be just like us. You know, they can have some ideas and all that stuff of their own. But, man, they have to have the same spirit that we got here, man. They got to have the same energy that we have here. We don't have, we are a very humble group of individuals. And so if you're going to start a chapter of a chosen breed, then, man, you have to be that way. And so the guys from St. Louis, man, they actually started a chapter of a chosen breed 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And it just happened this year. So we don't just move when somebody say, hey, the guys in Indianapolis, we started their chapter and it wasn't going right. And we shut it down for 5 years. And my man Fresh, my brother, my little brother, may he rest in peace.
That stuff fresh, man.
Man, we shut the chapter down. He went nowhere. He grew. He matured. He started to show more leadership. And so we gave him his vest back, and we told him that he could start the chapter back. And man, when he started the chapter back, man, his energy was right at that time. So guys just started to come, man. So we don't look to do anything, man. We're led to do it.
Okay. So Tommy, a little birdie told me that you introduced something to the MC world years ago. What is that? Well, we won't say you introduced it to Chicago.
Right. This is what I'll say about that, because I know what you're talking about. This is what I'll say about that. When Chosen Breeder came out in 2008, we took our time. We didn't have any events, no functions. We didn't have none of that. We wanted to support and just show love and get the name out there. So for 3 years, man, we traveled, we made connections, and so I'm a very observant individual, and so is a Buddha. Like, man, the guy notices everything. So with us, we go to places, man. We see things. We take good notes on what look like might work for us. We look at what can we do different to make it different. And so we noticed that everywhere we went, they had bowling ball style trophies.
Big tall joint.
Yeah. And everybody was doing them trophies everywhere. And so we went to one event and they had these swords. And I give them a shout out. It was the Road Runners from Dayton, Ohio. And my man, Aaron, a.k.a. Knife Man. Man, I seen these trophies, and I was like, whoa, that's different. You know, Durr was there. Like, man, that's different. We've never seen anything but the bowling ball style trophies. So we said, when we do our party in 2011, that's when we did it, we're going to get these. We're not going to do the bowling ball trophies. And so here in Chicago, we came, we brought them trophies, and it was something new to the point where every year after that, people was wanting to come and bring their members to win one of them swords, man. It was like samurai swords. We had all type of swords, man. And so after we did that, we started to notice that other clubs was starting to switch up their trophy game, and they started doing other things like that. Another thing, we was going around to all these parties, annuals and stuff like that, and everybody just in there, you know, regular, you know, everybody doing everything the same. And so one of our members named Fats, he came to me and said, hey, when we do our party, let's do VIP tables. And I'm like, VIP tables? He like, yeah, where we sell these tables and we dress them up like the club that buy the table, get them 10 chairs. If they colors is black and gold, we put the black and gold. If it's red and black, we put the red and black, and we get them a free bottle, get them a free pitcher, and we sell these tables for $100. So, and I told him, I said, bro, that ain't gonna happen. Like,
I remember this conversation.
I'm like, bro.
Man, these dudes ain't finna do that.
I'm like, these dudes is not finna be buying these tables, man. They not finna be doing. They gonna buy your $10 ticket. That's it. That's all, bro. We not finna do all that. So he kept on me. So I said, all right, then we gonna do it. And you gonna help us sell these tables to these clubs. Man, bro, we put that out there, man, that we was doing VIP tables that you didn't have to wait in line.
Your own bartenders and stuff.
You had your own bartender. It was roped off. Bro, we sold so many tables, we had to stop selling them.
Wow.
And I promise you, after that, I started seeing clubs do VIP tables. So, for whoever don't want to give us no credit for our contribution to Chicago, I'm telling y'all now, we helped change the trophy game, and we run them VIP tables here. That's what I'm gonna say.
And y'all know that VIP table money count. That little extra money count, y'all. You already know.
Now, Clubhouse. Do you guys have a house open to the set?
We've always done things a little different. Our first clubhouse, and some of the clubs out here, man, they know it. Gooch know it. Your founder know it. Other people know it. I had a property, man. I had a house. Because I'm into the real estate game and stuff like that. So, I had a property that we wasn't using. So we actually turned that into a clubhouse, man. We had remodeled the basement. We had tables and chairs down there. We built the bar down there. We had 3 TVs. We had the surround sound system, video game, pool table, dart machine. We had all that downstairs in the basement. And we had our set nights on only in the winter months, so people could drive and not disturb the neighbors with motorcycles. So we did our set nights on Thursdays only in the winter months. My brother, he ran the kitchen, so we sold hamburgers, hot dogs, potages, pizza puffs, chicken wings, all that stuff like that. We had a bar. We had certain names of our drinks. You can order the Street Glide. You can order the Roll Glide. You can order the Ground Pound. You know, stuff like that. And so, but we took it to another level where we had the upstairs as like a visitors quarters / daycare, so that when the members wanted to go out of town, we would get one of the older kids to come to the spot and babysit the rest of the kids while we go out. And we had clubs from out of town that if they came in town, if they had 10 members or less, we would let them stay there. They didn't need a hotel. Man, we give them the key. Man, we set everything up. Man, we had the beds laid out for them. We had food for them. We had drinks and snacks for them. and hey, they'll tell you, top notch from Kentucky, man. They stayed there every time they came. So we did stuff like that. So we eventually shut that down, and now we have a private spot that we at now, owned by one of the members, my man Lero, and this carte blanche to Chosen Breed, man, to do whatever we want to do. We don't want to have set nights here now. We just do Chosen Breed stuff here, but we're working. We're in the process of making something happen, real nice, that will be open for the whole city.
Now you guys do throw 2 set nights a year, am I right?
We throw 2 bike nights a year, and for the last 3 years we've been doing it at Chi-Town Harley Davidson. It is the third Thursday in July and the third Thursday in August from 6 to 10 p.m. And we are so humble that the city supports it. They come out. We don't even really call it like Chosen Breed bike night, man. It's the city bike night, man. Hey, man, it's for all clubs. It's for civilian riders. It's for supporters. It's for those who like motorcycles but don't want to ride them. Man, you come out there, man. It's for white, black, Latino, Asian. It don't matter, man. Man, you come out there and you have a good time.
Cool, man. Well, as we begin to wrap it up, what's something you want the world to know about Chosen Breed?
Man, I would just say that Chosen Breed is a good group of men and women, very humble. We stay in our lane, man. We don't bother nobody, man. When we come out, man, it's all positive vibes, man. And man, we just a good wholesome club, man. When we come out support, man, hey man, we mess with you. Man, we mess with you, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, man. I want to piggyback off what he said. Hey, invite us out. We'll come rock with you. Show love and support. We love showing love and supporting other clubs.
We travel.
Yeah, other cities, other states. It don't matter, man. We'll come see you. We'll come see you.
Cool, man. All right, fellas, man. I definitely appreciate y'all.
Man, you ain't asking what we ride. See, you can ask the other people
Oh, tell them what they ride,
man, you
man.
ask people what they ride. I tried to sneak it in that we travel. You can ask the people what they travel. You know travel. Hey, listen.
Tell them what you ride, man.
Hey, listen. Chosen Breed do travel. You know what I'm saying? We ain't just local here in the city, man. We do travel, man. Matter of fact, a group of us is leaving Monday on a East Coast run. We'll be going for the whole week. We doing New York, New Jersey, Philly, Connecticut, Vermont, Maine, Maryland, Virginia, Rhode Island. Man, we doing Delaware. We doing all that this week. We leaving Monday. I ride a road glide. You know what I'm saying? That's what I ride. A Harley Davidson. Matter of fact, everybody in this circle.
HD.
This is a joke to the club, to some of the Chosen Breed members. This circle right here, we ride Harley Davidson. Now, you can ride any motorcycle. You don't have to. It don't have to be a Harley Davidson for you to join Chosen Breed. Although we are about 90% Harley Davidson riders, but we got a few. I think we got 3 gold wings, 3. What's the other bikes called? Yeah, them. No, I'm just joking.
Say those guys.
We got 3 of them. You know, we got. I think that's really it. That's outside of Harley Davidson, but we are 90% Harley Davidson, man. You can ride whatever you want to ride. we just hope that when you come over, that you would eventually switch what you ride and come on. And don't worry about, they say, don't worry about breaking down on the highway. We got parts in the tool pack. We got extra shifters and all that stuff like that, so don't worry about that. Man, we'll tighten it up and we'll keep it going.
Cool, man. Well, that's it, fellas, man. I appreciate y'all, man. It's good, man, talking to y'all. See y'all out on the set, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Thanks for tuning in to Chicago Black Motorcycle Set YouTube page. I'm your host, Big Wood, Chaotic Customs MC. Hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also, if you feel like you, your club, or something that's going on here on the set in Chicago should be featured on our channel, get in touch with us ASAP, and we'll make it happen.